नमस्कार मित्रों। आज આપણે संस्कृत में थोड़ा सा रिवीजन की ओर जा रहे हैं। तो रिवीजन जो होगा वो श्लोक पूर्ति में होगा। तो चैप्टर नंबर 1 में दैट मीन्स समर्चनम, इन विच 3 श्लोक्स आर गिवन इन श्लोक पूर्ति. So today I will recite all the 3 sloks from chapter number 1. Each slok I will recite twice. Try to understand it and accordingly you also do by heart. So here slok number 1. Here it is said that Agnim mile purohitam yagyasya devam ritwijam hotaram ratnadhatamam. Again I repeat it. Agnim mile purohitam yagyasya devam ritwijam hotaram ratnadhatamam. Similarly, slok number 2, here slok number 3 you have to do by heart. Here it is said that Namo sambhavaya cha mayo bhavaya cha Namo sankraya cha mayaskaraya cha Namo shivaya cha shivataraya cha. Again, Namo sambhavaya cha mayo bhavaya cha Namo sankraya cha mayaskaraya cha Namo shivaya cha shivataraya cha. Now slok number last, that is slok number 6 is also given to by heart, and here it is slok number 6. Vayam tvam smaramo vayam tvam bhajamo vayam tvam jagat sakshi rupam namamah sadekam nidhanam niralambam misham bhavam bodhipotam saranyam vrajamah. I do again repeat it. Vayam tvam smaramo vayam tvam bhajamo vayam tvam jagat sakshi rupam namamah sadekam nidhanam niralambam misham bhavam bodhipotam saranyam vrajamah. In the questions also the 3 sloks are given, and back side it is already written. Here it is there, question number 5. Now in chapter number 5, 2 sloks are given, which are given at page number 18. So here we see page number 18. Subhasit Vaibhavam, in which slok number 2. Chalam vittam chalam chittam chale jivit yovane chala chalamidam sarvam kirtireva hi jivati. I do again repeat it. Chalam vittam chalam chittam chale jivit yovane chala chalamidam sarvam kirtireva hi jivati. Similarly here in this chapter, slok number 5. Daridraya dhanam deyam jnanam deyam jadaya cha pipasitaya paniyam kshuditaya cha bhojanam. I do repeat again. Daridraya dhanam deyam jnanam deyam jadaya cha पिपासिताय पानीयम क्षुधिताय च भोजनम. मित्रों, ये श्लोक आपको 5 श्लोक याद करना है और कॉम्बो कॉपी में भी लिखना है, जिसका टाइटल होगा श्लोक पूर्ति। और जब भी आप उसको याद करते हैं तो लिख लिख के याद कीजिए। अब इसी वीडियो में मैं स्म का उपयोग कैसे करते हैं प्रेजेंट टेंस के सेंटेंस के अंदर, जो पास्ट टेंस इंडिकेट करता है, उसको भी मैं शामिल कर लेता हूँ। तो लेट्स वी सी द यूज ऑफ स्म इन द सेंटेंसेस। Namaskar guys. Today I am going to explain a very important grammatical point in subject Sanskrit, that is the use of sma in sentences. Guys, before I explain this topic, let me remind you the pratyay, we call it suffix, in present tense and past tense. Guys, you learn this pratyay in a standard and you are quite well aware about this one. These suffixes are used in a present tense. It is called parasmaipad, and the pratyays are ni, vah, mah, si, thah, th, ti, tah, andi. Similarly, atmanepad. Guys, atmanepad pratyays are not very important today for us, so I do not focus on this one. On the basis of this pratyay, we make a verb forms. For example, here the root form, it is lik. So using this pratyay, we have made the verbs likhami, likhavah, likhamah, likhasi, likhathah, likhatha, likhati, likhatah, likhanti. Similarly, in the past tense, the pratyays are va, ma, sah, tam, ta, tam, an. In parasmaipad, not atmanepad. On the basis of this pratyay, we made a verb, and I having a ready-made table about this one. Using this pratyay, we have made the verb apatham, apatavah, apathamah. You are quite well aware about this one. Whether any verb is there, for example, this is the root form of a verb, suppose pat. Root form of the verb. Using this root form, we make a verb in a present tense. For example, this is the root form, and then we add pratyay. But you know that before we use the first person pratyay, we also use a as a prefix, as a suffix, after the verb, only first person in present tense. So let me add suffix a and the pratyay me. So our verb will be pa, this a, which becomes like this one, and pathami. Similarly, in the past tense, it is already given. We also use here a, a. With rest in second person and third person, we are not using a. Similarly, in present tense also, we add direct pratyay after the verb. You should be very careful in the first person. I hope it is clear. So again I want to turn this verb into past tense. So I say that like this one. But when we turn this verb into past tense, guys, now I want to make this verb into the past tense. So we have to use the specific sign a before verb, then root form but, and then the pratyay of past tense. I have made the ready-made format for you. So the verb will be a, pa, tha, ma. So this parasmay pad in present tense and past tense are important for us to learn the use of sma in sentences. For example, in English, I have written one sentence, Ram goes. Its Sanskrit is Ramah gacchati. The past tense of this sentence, Ram went. Ram went. Now, I want to turn this sentence into the past tense. So simply to turn this sentence into the past tense, after the verb, I am using only sma. The meaning of Ramah gacchati sma, it means Ram went. This is the specific use of sma in the present tense sentences to make the sentence into the past tense. The meaning of this sentence is as same as Ramah agacchata. Ramah gacchati sma is equal to Ramah agachat. So here we have to see how we use sma in the sentence and how we remove sma in the sentence using past form. Let me see here. I have written these verbs and using this one, first person, use sma in the sentence. I have, for example, I have taken only the verb and then we go on the sentences. This is first person, second, and dual form, and this is plural. Apatham, we say pa, tha, me. I am using this verb sma just after the present tense. I am using sma. Similarly, apathava, I remove a from the verb. I write patha vah sma. Simply to turn this verb to use sma, we have to remove a, we have to remove pratyay. Instead of this pratyay, we are using present tense pratyay. After the verb we are using sma. Remove these two things, use these two things. Similarly here, pa remove a, tha mah. I have used present tense parasmay pad pratyay in this verb, and then sma, use sma. Now let's see how to remove sma from the verb. For that one, I have taken the example from the third person singular, that is called ekvachan, dl dvivachan, plural bahuvachan. These are the present tense. Pathati sma, ti tah anti. Pathati sma, I remove this pratyay and sma from the verb, so ultimately in past tense it is apathan. I have written a as a prefix before the verb and the pratyay of past tense as a suffix. Pathatah, tah, I have written also both the pratyay together. This is present tense, past tense. Present tense, past tense. Tah in past tense, pratyay is ta. So pathatah sma, we remove pratyay, we remove sma. I have used a, same verb, and pratyay tam, apathatam. Third person plural, pathanti sma, it's become apathana. Now let me clear here one point. When you remove pratyay from the verb, I get the root form pat, which having halant, the tha having halant. And to make this root form into the past tense, I have used a. And when we use pratyay an, so this halant it is removed. Just to see, I have not used halant. Let me see now the examples how to use sma and remove sma in the examples. Sentence number 1, aham Surat Nagare Vasami. It means I live in Surat city. To turn this sentence into the past tense, simply after the present tense verb I have used sma, and its meaning it is I lived in Surat city. Now I want to remove sma from this sentence, so the sentence will be aham Surat Nagare Avasam. This is the first person singular, as the subject it is aham, so ma it is used. Sentence number 2, Nrupaha Jalam Pibati. Third person singular, so the pratyay it is used ti in the present tense. To turn this sentence into the past tense, simply I have used sma after this verb, so the sentence it is Nrupaha Jalam Pibati Sma. To remove sma from this sentence, I have removed pratyay. Before verb pib, I have used a. After verb ta. Remove pratyay, use a. Before verb, use pratyay after root form. Sentence number 3, Chhatraha Sanskritam Pathanti. Third person plural, Chhatraha. So the verb it is Pathanti. Now here a verb is very, very important in the sentence. After the verb I have used sma, so the sentence it is Chhatraha Sanskritam Pathanti Sma. Students read Sanskrit. I want to remove sma from the sentence, so the sentence it is Chhatraha Sanskritam Apathan. thank you very much for watching this video. I meet you again in the next video with another different grammatical points. Jai Hind.